didn't like the way that Jesus was depicted. They didn't include the Gospel of Thomas, because Thomas, doubting Thomas, he was probably, I don't know, kept changing his mind and stuff, I don't know. Mary Magdalene, she wrote a Gospel. They didn't put that in because she's a woman, it was sexist times. Peter, that was Jesus' best mate, he wrote a Gospel. They didn't include that because Jesus was depicted as too divine, too holy, too godly. On the way to the crucifixion, Jesus was like, who cares, it's been up in 3 days, nothing bothered him. That wasn't helpful when there was a Christian population under a great deal of persecution, enduring a great deal of suffering. It was necessary to depict Christ as sharing in the suffering of the people that he was chosen to represent. So, even Jesus, we have to question. This particular image of Jesus, for example, actually shares many of the facial qualities of Constantine, the emperor at the time that Rome converted to Christianity. The halo behind Christ's head is how Sol Invictus, the Roman sun god who Jesus replaced, was depicted, so that people would continue to worship, recognising that there was some continuity. So in a way, Christianity is kind of like a brand, replacing a pre-existing brand, like how Starbucks will move into a coffee shop that's already there and just take over. I'm not suggesting that Jesus isn't a great man and didn't achieve great things, it's just that the way that he's depicted to us is open to question and to debate. Check this out, what really interests me about Christianity is, like, I've read the Bible, and even those of Fox News and like the Christian right, all they seem to think Jesus cares about is, homosexuality. Like, you'd think, like, from listening to them, that it was called the Bible, don't be fucking gay, as a sort of story. I've read that Bible, there's barely any mention of gayness in the anus in there. There's a little bit in Leviticus where it says, oh, don't lay down with a man, it's a bit vague. But you'd think, if Jesus, as they suggest, was that bothered about homosexuality, he'd have the perfect opportunity to address it in the top 10 do's and don'ts. It's not in there, is it? You just put don't be gay in the top 10. Be clear on the subject. It's not in there. It's not considered, in fact, as important as thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's oxen. So if you were in a situation where you had to do something bad, Jesus would prefer it if you had homosexual sex than if you coveted your neighbour's oxen. Jesus! I'm in a really bad mood, I've got to get it out of my system. Either I'm going to fuck this geezer in the arse, or I'm going to cover my neighbour's oxen. Well, don't do that. Better have sex with your mate then. Right, I'm going to get my cock right up in his arse, I'm going to slide into my balls on his balls, get crazy. Yeah, alright, if you have to, mate. Just don't look over there at next door's ox book and then pretend in your mind what it might be like if it was your ox. Thank you. I'm going to slide my cock in there, I'm going to come in his arse, I'm going to suck my cum back out